Coach, first game of the season, a draw. Just take us to the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's the first game of the season. It was, I think, a good game. Two teams that likes to play from the back, that likes to move the ball around. That was one thing. On the other side, but yeah, I mean, it's the sharpness is not there yet. The dynamics are not yet in place. So as the season goes, certain things will come into play. Yes, we will look into the game and work on certain aspects, especially the penetration from our attacking midfielders. I think they were too static, but it was much better when we introduced James and Gero and changed the formation from 4-3-3 to 4-1-3-2 and try and penetrate from the half spaces. Because first half, when our number 9, Lotri, was moving too much to the outside to receive the ball, and we didn't have players occupying his space, when he leaves it. So we tried to highlight it and see whether it can work in the second half. But still there was no penetration, so we needed more direct players who has less possession based quality, but more direct, giving you that that power moving forward. And it was good. I mean, in 10 minutes he had two moments, Gero controlling, but control was a little bit, ball fell far. And the second one, penetrating and taking a shot, didn't make the right contact, but there was also pressure. But it was good to see that at least, we were troubling their defense line, and we also forced them to make a few changes in their defense line, because we brought in some speed and they had to counter that. It was good from our side to force the opponents to change their formation and change their approach. So it compromise a few of their way of play, and we started winning most of the second balls, because the defensive balance was there. Now when they play long balls, because I know we use the same analyst, so when I spoke to the analyst the last time, that's what we highlighted after the Chula game, because I mean, against Chula they don't build up from the back. They played probably in that match over 10, 15, 20 balls, long balls, and we lost all those long balls, especially the second phase of it. But because the defensive balance was not there, our players are not moving with the ball when it's played long into our defense line. But today it was much better, because we've also been we highlighted and we've been working on it. But I think as the time goes, the sharpness will come. There's a lot of elements that we miss. Taking shots from distance, the right contact, the right decision making in certain moments, especially. Also out of the build-up, it's congested. There's a 20 meter distance between you and your teammate, but you want to play a ball on the ground just because it's our one of our main principles in the attacking phase. But situational. What does the situation? Situation says it's blocked. It looks like there is space, but it's easier for the opponents to actually move 2-3 steps and close it down because of the distance of the pass. In the final third, especially in the first half, on the wing, you have the advantage. There's space in front of you. You are a winger. You have the speed. You have the ability to go into a 1-against-1 and go past the player. But you don't do it. You want to turn, or you wait. Instead of penetrating, you wait for players to get into the box because you want to deliver a cross. So those are. It's some of these players are new, first time in the Premier League. They are all, so it's time. But we have a good team. It's just certain dynamics, especially the sub principles. The movement, winning the ball, penetrate the other players moving and keeping the balance. If we lose it, immediately going into the counter press. The sharpness will be there, but it was good. It was good to see, because as much as UNAM also had the ball, but they were not really troubling us. So we forced them to try and play behind our defense line, but we very good in that moment. The couple of times they almost got us because we tried to hold on to the ball and unnecessarily instead of releasing it, and they're smart. They have guys that wait for those moments, win the ball and a forward pass, and but we handle it quite well.
Thank you, coach, and all the best for the next game.
It's a pleasure.